morning. So I woke up a bit ago. Today is a lovely sunny day. I'm about to get ready and look somewhat decent in terms of my face. Today I've decided not to get ready in my dressing room, but instead I'm going to get ready here in the living room with the TV, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's just time pass. Sometimes it just helps me just to, down a little, de-stress a little bit with the entertainment. I am hosting my second event of Wuhan's Women Connect, which is a support group I started this year because I noticed there was no place in this city for women to get together and explore things together, support each other, whether it's in creative ideas, hobbies, passion, whether it's writing, whether it's business, whatever it might be, and whether they are business owners or not as well. Because for me, it's been very difficult ever since I realized what I want to do and explore more of. And I found myself going to Shanghai a lot just to meet other women who are doing something similar to me, minded people. And I can't always go to Shanghai, especially right now. So I decided, do you know what? I will create something here for women. Why not? Someone has to start it in order for it to happen. You can't find everything ready-made in some places. So I created the group and I invited some women who I knew were quite serious about this kind of stuff and they would be open to it. I had my first event 3 months ago, which was a lot to do with habits, routines, action boards, and how to really use science, data, psychology, our own personal habits and everything to get what we want in terms of long-term goals, but mostly for this year, and how to go about it. And that went really well. So today is our second event, and again, I'm just going to be hosting everything. I organize everything. This time it's less me, and I have invited 2 other women to speak instead. One of them, she's also a yoga instructor. So she's going to lead us with a bit of yoga today, just for a short while. And then we are going to move into some practices of yoga with another woman, some mindfulness practices, maybe some journaling, things like that. We'll see how it goes. But the theme of the event is reset and refocus, because it's during this time of the year, which is now March, where we tend to lose ourselves in our busy schedules a little bit, and those habits we were excited about in December and January tend to go in the background. We'll work on how to reset ourselves a little bit and get back on track, and how to stay accountable ourselves and together to make sure that we are not going to betray ourselves once again and feel like shit by the end of the year because we didn't do what we thought we wanted to do. So it should be an interesting event. I'm looking forward to it. The only downside is that... Is that my alarm? My God. Sorry. So for me, I think I am ready. So here's the problem. If you have watched my previous vlogs, you guys would know that I suffer from PMDD. Excuse all that stuff I'm taking with me, including a yoga mat. I suffer from PMDD. If you don't know what PMDD is, it's PMS times 100. And currently I am in my PMDD phase. But for this month, maybe because I've been really stressed, it's just dragging on. So I'm just waiting for my periods to start, which are just not happening. And I know mostly it's because of the stress I put myself through this month, and the delay and everything is quite normal. However, until I don't get my periods, I cannot relax because I still have all these symptoms where I get moody, angry, emotional, drained, fatigue. It's really hard to function, and a lot of tasks I usually do quite happily get left behind and on the to-do list because I'm waiting for this moment to be over. It's just really hard. Unless you are going through it yourself, it's hard to explain. But one of the things that is helping me, and one of the habits I've changed this year, and yes, I know we are in March, it's not been that long. My goals for this year, one of the goals is to go to the gym more frequently. So now I do 5 days a week. Before I used to go 3 days a week. And something I've changed this year is on the 2 weeks before my period starts, day 14 of my cycle, and on the week of my period as well. Before I used to not go anymore because I physically and mentally could not. I just felt like I have no energy. I just cannot do this. But for this year, I'm pushing myself, and this is the 3rd month now, and I have been going every single week, and I'm not missing any weeks at all. And I do think it's helping my body a bit, for sure. And I am quite proud of myself, to be honest, for sure. It's a really beautiful day. It's sunny, a bit of fresh air. So today I came straight out to the balcony when I woke up after brushing my teeth and everything, and I read a bit of my book here, got some sunlight first thing. I stretched my body a little bit, and it made such a huge difference. I think it's so important to get natural sunlight first thing in the morning, and this is something I want to make more of a habit of as well, because the hardest part is doing things that will benefit you and help you, but it's so hard to do them, right? And I am doing a lot of things, for sure I am. And one of the Substack articles I read recently was about fear and how everything that you want is on the other side of fear, and it really resonates with me because actually for over a decade my motto in life has been go where the fear is. Go where the fear is. I truly believe in that because every time I do something that scares me, it helps me grow. I learn something, whether it went well or not. It will change something in you. And fear is scary, but that fear is trying to change you, grow you, teach you something, listen to it. I do think there's a difference between anxiety and fear a little as well, because sometimes it's trying to protect you, your gut. So I can understand why it's hard for people to understand the differences. I get it as an anxious person myself. However, if you're scared to do something, maybe you need to do it so you can learn from it, right? Maybe on the other side of that fear, something will change for you, something will happen, and you're scared to find out, and you're scared to do it, but you've got to do it somehow. Coming inside now, I still did not finish The Real Housewives. I have a bit of time, so I'm going to try to relax and try to watch a little bit. It's so hard for someone like me who wants to do so many things at once. So I'm going to take like 15-minute break for myself before I head out.
The last place. Then your left leg up to the sky. And then up inside your left hand. Okay. Right leg stop. Up. Yeah. And it's coming to your blood up to your hands close to your hips.
Just like that. Okay. You'll know which one is not the one for the camera. Yeah, you can use that one. Just like that.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay, you gonna order anything?
So after the yoga, we sat down together, we had some food, everyone got comfortable, and then we moved into the journaling part of the session. My friend Katia led this part. She's an educator, but she's also certified in a few different yoga stuff. So she introduced a few different ways to approach journaling, not just writing anything, but actually thinking about what you're feeling and why. She gave us a few prompts to work through, and everyone just started writing at their own pace. Some people were quiet, some people were talking through their thoughts. It was very open. There wasn't any pressure to share, but if you wanted to, you could. And luckily, we all did share. So we just went around the table one by one, and people shared whatever they felt comfortable with. Some of it was about work, personal life, hobbies, kids, some just random thoughts that came up while writing. It was very relaxed. We stayed there for a while, just talking, eating, writing, going back and forth between it all. And yes, that was basically the session. Very simple, but actually really nice to be part of. We just finished and we are heading out for a bit of a walk, and then we'll get taxi. Didi, you guys met Kate. She's been in the vlog before. And this is Lily. How did you guys find today's session?
It's so good.
Yeah. And this is Lily who did the yoga. She was amazing.
I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
To explain about this.
No, I got the point in my mask there. It's about close to the hospital.
Yeah, I know. So it is like close to the sea, east, close to Qingdao.
你完全不合适，我还没去过山东，还有挺想。你们是做什么？我们家是做电力的，电力的就做电力设备配件，是我们水表的。然后电力的吗？也不是电力的，就是常规的一些。你也是就是像经销商一样的？对。那你就是国外卖？哎，国内也有对。国外我们挺容易这个事情，是难的。对，那每一秒那个小心脏，如果他说那盯，不然可能还回不来了。是，好。
We are just trying to work out the directions. Super busy, so. I don't know. I can't think right now.
Yeah, but I can from this way. I think you should go here and then turn that 靠着白沙洲嘛。对，在白沙洲比较近，一个方向。
But you need to go similar way because we both have to go past Nanhu, right?
Yeah.
And then go.
在那边吧，对，我在南湖，它白沙洲就是经过南湖。
Because I have to pass through Nanhu and then Baishijo.
你也可以走
Yeah.
那边。那差不多，那可能你们要穿过几个对面。那我就在这边走。
Okay, we're gonna walk underground and go to the other side. Yeah,
Might be a little bit
it's gonna be difficult.
There's so many people.
Yeah. No, he's in Guangzhou actually. He went a few days ago. So there's a lot of vendors, food.
American, right?
Yeah, Tony's American.
Americans.
And then Katya's from America. Oh, what is that?
It's like
Is it cake?
切糕 yeah.
美女，给你外国朋友买一份来。
Katya's American too.
American too.
Yeah. And then Bea.
Same
Yeah,
public coffee here.
yeah.
It's much better.
So busy. Just arrived into my building lobby, waiting for the lift. My goodness, the traffic took me out. Oh my god. So on the way, it usually just takes 25 to 30 minutes. Today is Saturday. Today is the warmest day we've had of the year. It's sunny, it's gorgeous. Everybody and their grandfathers were out. When I tell you I waited over 1 hour in traffic, in the car that was not moving, eventually I saw my friend and I hopped out the car and then walked for 15 minutes. This is a 3-minute ride usually into the park itself. Instead, Instead, it took over 1 hour. Then we walked for 15 minutes because it was faster to walk than sit in a car that wasn't moving. That just took away all my energy. The good news is everybody was late and everybody was stuck in traffic. So it didn't really impact us that much. I was a bit worried about the venue because the manager was so kind and, you know, waited for us. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to cut off that. There was this granddad that got in the lift and he was just staring right at me and I just couldn't talk anymore. I just pressed stop. Anyways, I was just worried about the manager because I told him I only need the empty room for a certain amount of time for the yoga and whatnot. So I was just worried about the logistics, but luckily, you know, he was so understanding and everything went fine. And I'm even more grateful for his kindness and patience with us because turns out there was even a wedding outside today. And they were just decorating everything, so they're super duper busy. So I'm really glad that, you know, they still gave us this service and the amount of time we needed in that room, which was a good few hours, FYI. After we finished the session, which I believe went so well, me and my 2 friends decided to walk around for a bit and then get the taxi from there. And yeah, crossed the road over to get the taxi. I was waiting for the taxi for a good 10 minutes. It did not turn up because it was stuck in traffic forever. It was not moving, so I cancelled it, ordered another one, and that said 10 minutes, including the red part. So it was a lie, it would be like 20 minutes wait. So I ended up cancelling and reordering, and then I got lucky and it said 4 minutes away. Obviously it was like 8-9 minutes I had to wait, but still that was nothing compared to what it could have been. I think in total I almost waited for almost 20 minutes for a taxi, guys. And then finally I'm home. The traffic honestly is horrendous. The amount of energy it takes just to travel back and forth in traffic, it really drains you and your energy. So yeah, but overall, I think the session was great. I'm so grateful for all the women and having a safe space to share everything. And my friend is great at yoga. Oh my God, she's amazing. And so is my other friend as well. Her session was great, you know, guiding us through everything. We've learnt a lot. We did some journaling as well. We got some food and drinks in us as well. Coffee, whatnot. It's been great. So I'm really looking forward to another session. Now I think I'm So if you watched my previous vlogs, you would know the TV always thinks you're talking to her and it just starts talking. I'm not talking to you. Anyhow, my plan was to catch up on my AI monthly community and everything and see what is new, what else do I need to learn. However, I feel really tired and kind of drained. I think I need to rest a bit, and then maybe later if I feel like I have the energy, I will finish that off, and maybe some things on my to-do list for this week, because I only have tomorrow left, and tomorrow I do need to go to the tailor's to pick up my clothes that needed altering as well. So yeah, sounded very South African there. Yeah. Anyways, I need to rest. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. I will see you very soon.